And we're getting started here. Hey y'all, it's your girl Feed the Top Notch Diva and your favorite entrepreneur. Well, I am so happy to see you guys and hear you all for those who are listening in on the Known Not Popular podcast. And for those who are watching on topnotchnews.com/TV. For both wherever you're listening and watching, we just want to say thank you so much for stopping by our side of podcast heaven. And guess what? Things just get better because I have some good information and good news for you guys today. You know, I always try to keep you guys up to date on entertainment, and just what's going on with the tea and the gossip, right? But a lot of times we do also have to focus in and make sure that we focus in on our business. A lot of you all follow me because you're entrepreneurs. And you kind of like go after your goals, you're handling business, things of that nature, and you just like to have some fun as well, just like myself. Well, on this one, it's not just for entrepreneurs, it's for individuals, families, anyone who can use this product. I am really excited about it, but I'm going to tell you guys a little story on, like why I'm telling you about it. And really, I want to help some people get involved or get set up if they need to, right? So just to tell you all some little backstory, y'all know that since doing media and doing entertainment, I've had to I've worked in the business entertainment field, and you guys remember that I think it's been a few months. I know it's been a few months that the what is it? It was his actor, the actor Nate Tice. Initially he was Nate Tice, and then I think he switched to Nate Biomoore. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't keep up with the names and everything, especially if you're supposed celebrity or if you're in entertainment and you switch your name a lot. Sometimes I keep up and sometimes literally I don't, right? As in a lot of us. Okay, that's what branding is about. You switch up, things change, and sometimes you lose people you don't. Okay, well anyway, Nate has switched his name and things of that nature, and he has a brother named Luke, and they reached out, and Nate was like, hey, can you make a change to my name on a YouTube video that I have? Now guys, YouTube has come a long way, right? And at this time, when I first started, it was literally you post your videos and you go ahead and you move on. Well, now YouTube has upgraded to where you can post your videos and now you can edit. Okay, well, with this scenario, this is what taught me about all of this, because I had no idea that you could go back and make these edits nowadays, which is totally great, right? But the problem came at when he sent me the email or the message and said, hey, can you take my name off or make an update to my name. Now you guys got to remember, when a media company records, we also promote and market that video for advertising purposes, because of course, especially if you're a new artist or a small company like myself, sometimes you're seen, sometimes you're not. So you want to advertise to the public, right? So there was advertising dollars put in, there was production dollars put in here. I had to go to Atlanta. I'm not from Atlanta. I traveled to Atlanta to see this artist. I brought my team with me. I paid for the studio where I shot. It was just a lot, that took place, that came, that happened, and when producing this particular interview with Nate Tice. And it is so unfortunate because he sent me the email years later. Now I'm telling you, this is probably definitely over 5-6 years, right? So Nate sends me a message on Instagram, I think, and it's like, hey, can you make the changes, da 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 da. And I either overlooked it, I didn't acknowledge it, or I said okay, but I just couldn't find whatever he was looking for, right? And me, I moved on. One, this video is over 7 years old. Nobody's checking, no offense, but nobody's checking for Nate Tice. Okay, he was in I Spy, I believe. He's in a few movies, actually. And that's the funny thing, as I get into this dude, he and his brother went so far to delete several of my social accounts, right? But dude, you're weird because your name can still, even though they have eliminated and removed their name from pretty much everywhere. You probably can only find Nate in a few places. So he's literally removed his name, right? Now, whether or not these young people are on scamming, I don't know. Now they're out there talking about they a part of something. If you don't know that part, the only part I do know is that there was a lot of things that they had to go through in order to get my account shut down, right? And I want to point out that these are illegal. Guys, you cannot go through life and shut people. You cannot go through life and shut people down just because you're upset. Let's definitely start there and discuss that. That can't happen, right? And as I continue and talk about why getting an attorney for me was so important, that's what this particular situation, this particular conversation and podcast is about today. If you are an individual, if you are in business, if you are in media, I don't care if you're doing hair. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you just starting and you purchased your first home. Okay? You're going to need to know about Legal Shield. Okay? You're going to need to know about this. And that's what I'm talking to you guys, to my professionals about. Okay? This one is not about social media, even though I'm telling you guys about this so-called actor who has gone through great lengths to change himself. And that's the sad part, dude. This guy actually had a really good story. And I still have the footage and everything. It's just, I sit back. So please, I hope Luke or Nate, because trust me, his people are always chiming in and looking at my videos. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm just sitting back and chilling on this situation. But it's very important. And I want to first start, and while I'm doing my own thing, I actually want to start and share with others that, guys, you have to take everything that you do serious, okay? Including being on social media. Y'all have people around here that's blocking and things of that nature. At this point in life, especially if you have your own thing that you're doing, you have your own business, you have a family to look after, you have things going on, and you have an organization, you need to have somebody that has your back legally. Okay, because a lot of times, especially in the African American community, our reactions are not that's too legal, especially when you're messing with our money. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times these days, people are going online and they're going on social media. They're being bullies. They are attacking. They're shutting down your businesses or trying to mess with your companies. It's important that you sign up and be a part of something that makes sense and that can get everybody off your back, and that also people who come up against you or that goes against anything that you have, they can be held accountable. Okay? So that's what I'm talking about today. It's called Legal Shield, okay? But in order to find out more information, you can always look up Legal Shield. If you don't want to find out through topnotchnews.com, you still can go and look them up. But definitely, I want to be able to assist you if you need any help. Or you can just go on topnotchnews.com and click on Legal Shield, and it'll take you directly to the website. You can pull up all of the information because you don't want to Google search Legal Shield or anything. And then you have all of these other different websites and things coming up. Just go to topnotchnews.com, click on Legal Shield, and start looking at the different opportunities. I mean, not the different opportunities. This is not an opportunity, even though there are some out there for anyone who would like to be a part and they would like to sell Legal Shield or something like that, then you can do that. But that's not what this is about. This is about protecting you, protecting your family. So yes, with the story, just to stay on top of the story, that's just one thing that happens when it comes to business. Because with Legal Shield, it allows you to pay a small monthly fee. And literally, guys, listen, you're going to get an attorney, and I'm for to shoot high. I'm going to go over you're getting attorneys under $100. These are plans in place under $100. And the reason why I'm saying under $100 is definitely low. Right. But the reason why I'm saying $100 is because, things that are good are not always cheap. OK, and I always shoot high because I want to surprise you guys, as well as it's always going to be a change in pricing at one time or another. But at no time have I saw any of the plans at this time. I didn't see any at $100. So, I'm going to share that information with you guys. I want you guys to be involved. So, I had that one thing in business where I have these people that are literally harassing me. In my opinion, I'm being harassed, guys. Okay? In Felicia's opinion, my attorney needs to contact them to get off my business. One, everything that I did as a company was legal. Let's start there. Okay? So in business, we have the right to run our companies. When I'm in media, I sign my releases. I do everything. Okay. So there's different things that we can put in place for our companies. And unfortunately, the Belmars, this is just one example, taking advantage of my company. And to me, it's a form of bullying. I'm being submitted on IG. I'm being submitted through YouTube. All of these places, nobody even heard about it. It's spam. Okay. These things never happened until I talked to, these Belmar brothers, which was initially the Tice brothers, which probably was somebody else before that. I don't know. But he was foolish enough to tell me, if you don't take this down, if you don't take your video down, then I'm going to take down all of your footage and you're going to lose a lot of money. These are the words that he told me, or he inboxed me ignorantly. Okay. Because I was smart enough to keep the screenshots. Okay. And then immediately afterwards, all of my websites, social medias, they began to go down. So, it's situations like that I, as a individual and behind my media and the business, I have to be protected. It was no way around it. No way around it. Other options, okay? When you're driving, this is for not even in business, okay? That's why I'm telling y'all, this is some good tea for you guys. It's not on no media stuff. It's not on no entertainment. This is about protecting you guys and helping you excel in life. Another product that you can help with Legal Shield is when you're having tickets. Y'all be speeding, we be speeding, okay? You don't show up to those hearings, guess who's going to jail? But with Legal Shield, all you have to do, you get that ticket, you can take a sigh of relief, take a copy of your ticket, send it over to your attorney. They go and show up in court for you. Dude, it can't get any simpler than this. This is something that, I am so excited about. You all know with every product that Top Notch News promotes, markets, talk about, it has to be something that, I stand on if I'm talking about it. I'll market and advertise something all day because it's a paid service. That's what we do. TopNotchNews.com. We advertise and we promote businesses and artists to help them get to the next level, right? But when I take out the time and I review and I get involved and I sign up myself and I start helping other people and then I tell you guys about it, that it goes to another level for me. Because I want to make sure that I am helping you guys really make the right decisions that's going to benefit you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to have shared this information with you guys this week. And I want you to go to topnotchnews.com. Make sure you click on Legal Shield. As always, you can click on anything. You always look at the No Not Popular podcast when you're there, as well as you click on our media entertainment, and you can look at some news, read some news and entertainment that's going down. But today, I just really wanted to make sure that I shared some information with you guys, So we had the tickets and we had the instance where I was being harassed. You know what I'm saying? And this is unfortunate and true. Okay. Just in case anybody, but let me tell you guys something about these Belmar brothers. I really don't want to talk about them. I'm talking about them to help you guys understand the reason why, how my legal shield is so important, to me, because how this was just so aggressively done to me. And usually, not even usually, all the time when I'm, advertising or when I'm doing media, or when I'm interviewing artists and entertainers and really helping them get to the next level, because Nate Tice was in Atlanta and no offense, but they weren't checking for Nate at the time where I did the interview. And I came in and did all of that to help him, not saying that Top Notch News did anything for beyond his career or anything like that. But the truth is that when it comes to entertainers, you guys need to be in front of media. And everything that we went through for this guy, it's unfortunate that he had to backdoor and now he's trying to destroy my company. So, that's pretty sad, very ignorant and unfortunate, but, it is what it is. So I don't want anyone else, I want you guys to take matters serious, especially when you have small businesses, get involved. I mean, get some protection on you. Get an attorney that can go and say, hey, this isn't done right. And then they can go and research and find out what's happening, where it's happening, how it's going to stop, and then the repercussions to what's going to happen. See, because a lot of times people think that they do you wrong or they do something to you, but the whole time they're just hurting themselves. You got to always make sure you're being a good person. I'm going to drop y'all some jewels while I'm giving you all a podcast. And anything you do when I on my media and the entertainment, that's done because I like to put individuals on a platform where they can excel. Small businesses where they can excel. Somebody is going to find out about them that's not just them and their cousins. But then you have people that will go, and because they want to do something that is not right, because clearly if you have to go through the extent of shutting people's social medias down because you don't want your name to be said or posted, and not even said, and this is something you was born with, or were you? Because y'all not even from there. At this point, I might not even want to interview again. I'm going to say that. At this point in life, I don't want to take another interview. I'll pass. I will pass on these independents. I love you guys. I will definitely write about it. I'll do all of that. I will share. I'll put it on my media. All of that, right? But as far as investing, sharing the information at other heights to where my money is involved It's not going to happen. And I'm going to go ahead and just put that on out there. And just talking about this whole situation made me just go out and say, as of today, topnotchnews.com/TV has no interest in paying for an artist to come out or paying for anybody at this point. You can pay me or you can come do it on your own. I have no problem with that. But the payment and the investments and the marketing and advertising, for those who are on the podcast, that's a brief silence that I needed that I needed to take, guys. This is just, it's really unfortunate. But when I tell you I'm so excited about Legal Shield, you know, when I say you have a team of attorneys that say, go get them, this is what happened. Can we stop this? You just tell them what's going on. And they do it for you, whether it's a ticket, because y'all know we quick to go to court. And the first thing we do, we say not guilty. That's step number one. And in some cases, case be dismissed. How happy would you be if you went to court and if you got your attorney to go to court for you? Okay, because you don't have to show. They can go in your place and they come back and say, hey, we went ahead and dropped that. Case dismissed. And all you did was pay. You know what? I don't want to do it. I don't want to tell y'all about $29. I'm not going to tell y'all about $29. I'm not going to tell y'all about that. Because see, like I told y'all, I tell you $100 and that's because I want to see who is willing to make the investment that they need for them. One moment. It's the topnotchnews.com podcast with the known now popular podcast. And guess what, y'all? We have comedian Keith on. I've been going through. My phone kept messing up and kept ringing. And guess who on here? What's going on?
What's up? What's the dealio?
Well, right now, I was telling everybody about Legal Shield, but in there I had to get riled up because I was talking about one of the things that made me go to Legal Shield was with the Belmar brothers and shutting down my social medias because they wanted to scam.
Oh yeah. They're switching identities to deceive and defraud the people. Yeah. Them some dirty.
All of that, you know. But you know, people really. Not only do we have the Legal Shield, but we have ID Shield too, to where you can protect yourself there. So, you know, comedian Keith, you know, since you're on though, do you have any news for the people? What's the entertainment topic that you could throw out for them before we go real quick?
Topic I can throw out? I was just looking at it. Let me. You caught me. You caught me right when I didn't know. Okay, so bam. The new judge, new rules for the young judge, new rules for the trial.
A new rule for it's a new trial that's going on.
Yeah.
With Young Thug. Okay, well, speaking of Young, how do you feel about Russell Simmons and his daughter Aoki out there? You know, they got together, but then all of a sudden they broke up. Her and the billionaire, was he a millionaire or a billionaire?
And I can tell you why they broke up. Somebody offered her a bag to get rid of them, and then the public opinion. I'm telling you, boy, this social media stuff and this media stuff is getting powerful. They breaking up happy homes.
Oh, they breaking up happy homes. Well, I don't think Little Miss Simmons was a happy home though.
Once it went viral that she was out there with a old sugar daddy, they was like, that girl daddy too successful and too this and that for her to be with that old man getting spent money on like that.
Oh,
and
my.
that's what broke her up. Yeah, that's what broke her up.
Oh my goodness. Well, guys, that's the news for today. You guys just check back in, keep on Googling and looking that thing up. Don't forget to go to topnotchnews.com/TV, or just go to topnotchnews.com, and then you can click on Legal Shield and Ideal Shield, as well as our media entertainment, the known not popular podcast as well. We want to just say thank you so much for tuning in. Comedian Keith, you want to say thank you before we go?
Yeah. Thank y'all for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I'ma holla. Huh? Okay?
Okay. Until next time. Peace. I'm just cutting everything off.